Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RaceKraft Simulations V8 Vets Split 4 broadcast coming to you from the famous Chuk Raffle Caller Centre in India. And, of course, we are also at the Sebring Circuit in Florida, sunny Florida. We are here at lunchtime or later, mid-afternoon at the moment, I think it is. And with me in the Chuk Calling Centre tonight, we have Mark Dial, Michael Hayes, and Mr. Slater. How are we, gentlemen?
You good? Thanks, mate.
Good, thanks, John.
And, of course, this place is pretty special. It's home of the famous Sebring 12-hour, hence the reason we might be starting a little bit later tonight to try and give everybody the sense of what the 12-hour is all about. We might start off having a look at where the championship sits at the moment. It is very tight at the top. Glen Boyce with one drop round is leading the series on 866 from his teammate Michael Power. Two drivers from Southern Cross Coffee sends his apologies tonight. Not sure exactly why, but he's not here. And of course, in third spot, we have Steve Vella sitting 6 points behind Michael Power, of course, from Phoenix Racing. And then Braden O'Loughlin from Frogleaf Juices in fourth. W2 Racing's Bruce Galloway is fifth. Robert Baxter from CX2 Reality Racing is in sixth. Seventh is Unhinged Gross Branshaw. Dan Page from Ratbag Racing in eighth. Ninth is WKMP's Shane Patterson. And marked off, Shadow Racing rounds out the top 10. I'm finding that a bit hard to believe. Was expectations he'd be higher. He's not too far away from Dave Baldock back in 13th. He's just behind Michael Hayes and Dominic Tennell from Unhinged. Mike Korolev sitting out tonight. Big shout out to Mike and the boys. Mike Syme, Hobbo, and the lads, Pete Baxter as well. I think there's a few others I probably missed. I think I missed Michael Schreier as well, another ex-Vets racer. All those boys, top of the mountain. If you're watching, big shout out and a g'day. And I think I've sent up my special interviewer to do some special raving questions, which hopefully I'll be able to bring back to our broadcast next week. And then, of course, 15th is Mr. Pickering. 16th is Rosie. The Sarge. Pete Morris is in 17th. 18th is Jan Morgan. Dougie Wright is 19th. Ash Hall 20. Perrins 21. Some Muppets in 22nd. That's embarrassing. 20. Sorry, he's equals 22nd. That wasn't you, Robert. That was me I'm talking about. 24th is Dave Logsdale. 25th is Anita Buckland. That's embarrassing. Let's have a look at this track. Let's have a look at this track. Oh, God. This track is Sebring International Raceway, and it is very, very famous. It is built on a WW2 runway or airfield, very, very famous, where they lined up a lot of bombers to send over to Europe during the Second World War. And, of course, we start on the taxiway and head down into turn 1 through turn 2, another one of these Americans where we've got a little bit of a bend. We'll put a number on it. Then through the 345 complex, very, very tricky, very, very tough, big high curbs that throw the car around. You then go through the big bend, not to be confused with the little bend. A big shout out to Gunter as well. This is not to be confused with the carousel. It is the big bend. We then head down to the hairpin, which is another very famous corner. Jump on the brakes pretty hard. And then we come through there and up around through 8, 9 through Fangio. Down into 10. Which I believe is Cunningham. I think the text has been cut off there. And then we come through turn 11, which is Collier. Into 12, down into Tower, of course, named after the control tower. Into the Bishop, and then we head down into the Le Mans complex. Very, very tricky part of the course to get right, to head down the Ullman Straight into the very, very famous Sunset Bend. And I'm sure the sun might set on a few drivers here tonight as we come out of that and head back down the start-finish straight. Our great man, Will Wilson, he has been up and flying as well. And unfortunately tonight, Will could not get clearance to land at the airfield. I did request it, and it was denied. Apparently, Ghost Rider was told that the pattern was full. As you can see, the track is on the airstrip there. The Ullman Straight is a massive old runway. You can see the taxiways out the back. We then bend our way through the middle complex and then come back out in the famous Las Vegas Le Mans section where we come back out onto the circuit. It is definitely a great part of Florida to go race cars, and it is pretty wicked. Any thoughts on the track, lads?
Yeah, it's a great track. I love it.
It's a bit of an iRacing classic too. It's been around.
Yeah.
It is. It is a classic circuit. Of course, the other thing it is very famous for in the last 4 years has been the opening round of the Pro Series. For those playing along at home, the qualifying series finished on Tuesday night, and the 45 drivers have been selected. So looking forward to that kicking off next month, of course, here at Sebring. And we might now jump into the grid, have a look at who is up on the list. And it showed up and disappeared. This is not a good start. God, what the hell's going on here? Start talking, somebody.
Yeah, well, while you work that out, what did you think of the temperature last night? Nice change and something different late afternoon?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
Of course, the temperature was 27 degrees when we started the race. and I believe track temperature was up in the mid-30s. I think our set builder has done an absolute sensational job with this one. Needs to be complimented. And of course, I threw him under the bus for the next one, which I'll talk about a bit later. Come back now.
Mark, tell us how good the set was then. How much you enjoyed it. How great Jamie is. All the things you normally say.
I don't think it had anything to do with the setup here today. It was the fact that, yeah, it's just one of those tracks that's a good track to race at.
Oh. Anyway.
We read between the lines and say, yep, fantastic job, Jamie. Thanks again.
No, that's not reading between the lines. I would have raced the baseline setup.
You would have raced the baseline setup.
Yeah, I've tried the baseline setups.
Because you know Jamie is a figment of imagination, like the Stig. That might have been the baseline setup that you just raced. Now I've lost the picture altogether. Getting even worse. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh my God, what am I doing here? That is the grid, but I don't want that screen. I have not had this happen to me before, so apologies for this one, everybody.
So this is round 7. Next week, we're heading to Suzuka.
Yes, Suzuka, and it will be a little bit interesting. We do have a bit of another race where we're using a variable forecast. I'm just going to read this grid out, and hopefully we'll get the race going, and I can get it sorted pretty quick. It is not.
Sounds good.
SDK has died. I'm not sure why. That is my problem here at the moment. Greg Harris is on pole. That is a great one for the old Mates and Sons driver. Matty Day shares the front row. The Ratbag Racing driver himself, the 266 driver himself has himself set up really well. Michael Power is sitting in third spot. That is a great opportunity for him, considering he's sitting second in the championship. Steve Vella lines up alongside him from Phoenix Racing, the guy sitting third in the championship. So Boyce not seen in the first couple of rows. Dave Galley from Southern Cross, he sits in fifth. In sixth is Mark Peck from M1 Racing. This guy has missed the first half of the start of the season, and he is come in now and he is firing. In seventh, we have Shane Patterson. In eighth, we've got Dominic Tennille. In ninth is Glen Boyce. 10th is Braden O'Loughlin. 11th is Dan Page. 12th is Mark Dial. 13th is Scotty Perrins. And then we jump all the way back into 14th with Ash Hall. 15th with Vaughan Robinson. And then 16th is Joseph Granshaw. 17th is David Baldock. That is a bit further up than I thought. Simon Pitt is 18th. Craig Rose is 19th. Darren Freer is 20. 21 is Sean Slater. 22 is Bruce Galloway. This is the man sitting in fifth in the championship. Expected him to be a lot higher. Shannon Morgan is in 24th. 25th is Michael Hayes, another guy expected to be a bit higher. 26th, Tim Vermey. 27th was Greg Shelton. 28th is Sarge Pete Morris from Fishy Motorsports. 29th is Dougie Wright from Old Mates. 30th is Darren Walden from Angry Birds. 31st is Dave Logsdale from 266. Nita Buckland from Old Mates and Sons is 32nd. 33rd is Marshy from Unhinged. 34th is a Muppet from WKMP called Van Ree. 35th is Dale Harvey. 36th is Kurt Deeth. And then we have Robert Williams, Tim Hall, Darren Vermey, Hayden McAndrews, and Robert Baxter starting from the row. That is a definitely a few back in the list there. Give me 1 second before we jump ourselves into position.
Yeah, it's definitely some tricky qualifying. Dropped tyre in a few spots and messed up a few laps. So, yeah, definitely a hard night early.
Hard night for everybody.
Doesn't matter where you start. Matters where you finish.
Exactly right. Anyway, we might light the wick on this and just see if SDK comes back when cars start moving. Nothing I can think of. Oh, here we go. I've got a grid. We've ran through that. I'm going to skip it. This has been an absolute nightmare start, but I think we might be right to light the wick on this one, boys, and let it run and hope the hell it stays running.
Sounds good.
Righto, let's get page up before we start, because that is what really matters. And let's get the ball rolling on this one. Got no eyes racing sound. Bloody hell. One job, please.
I'm sure your page won't be very long tonight. I'm sure everyone kept it clean and we didn't have any dramas.
Absolutely. Just bear with me. I can't be bothered being professional. Sorry, everybody. Just throw. Look, we've got. You've all seen this page before. Yeah, that, because I'll go deaf. The ear Sean Vandermeer, and I'll go deaf. That plays in my ears. And of course, we need to just ditch one more thing. And we are back. See, it is not magic, everybody. It is just mega button pushing. And thank Christ Bulldog isn't in there because he'd be paying the shit out on me. Righto, let's hit play. We're away.
So you turned the wrong audio down when you got rid of the spotter.
That's a great start from Matt Day. He's got the jump on Greg Harris. Coming around into turn 2, turn 3 complex. He's got his way through. Big back here. Galley under pressure. Mark Peck. Side by side. Very early here. Still haven't straightened themselves out. Rolling down the hill. Pecky looks like he's got the job done there. Greg Harris, though, he is under pressure from Michael Power. He blocks the hairpin on the inside. Gets out with a reasonable exit, holds the traffic up a little bit, go a bit further back. Scotty Perrins in 13th, side by side with Grenshaw. He loses out on that battle. Shane Patterson in 10th. Dan Page is up 2 spots with this group here, doing really, really well. Work our way a bit further back. Slats as Bulldog putting a lot of pressure on him. And definitely a bit further back again. Bit of a brake lock up there behind. Sarge under a bit of pressure here. Gets a little wide. Looks like he's under a lot of pressure with Walden. 3 wide coming down into Tower. Goes he outside. Oh, no. Both of them straighten themselves up, get themselves going again. Of course, this has had a little bit of a knock on back here with Timmy Vermey on the grass. And of course,
Ray picking up a few spots.
Yeah, it was an interesting start of the race. Say the least. Up 10 already. Neil under a bit of pressure here. And a little bit wide from Galley. Allows Boyce to slip under the inside. And Matt Day takes out the first lap ahead of Power Harris. And then, of course, we roll into our great friend Steve Vella, Mark Peck, Glen Boyce, Dave Galley, Dominic Tennille, Dan Page and Shane Patterson rounds out the top 10. As we move into here, keep an eye on Galley. He's under a bit of pressure from Tennille behind him. And, of course, Glen Boyce, our championship leader, just in front of these guys. Nice when SDK and everything works, just saying. And moving down into the hairpin. Galley hangs on to this one quite well. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's caught the dirt on the way out. That has flicked him around. He is dropping down very quickly.
Self-inflicted.
A little bit, definitely was. And then, of course, coming in here now, Scotty Perrins. Under a bit of pressure from Vaughan Robinson. Oh, Perrins! He's gone around. All happening on lap 2. Gets himself going again. Jump back up with his teammate Craig Rose. He's under pressure from the great Sean Slater. One of the best drivers South Australia ever produced. Don't listen to anyone else who says Bulldog is the man. It is Sean Slater. Just putting it out there.
Thanks, John.
Next time someone says South Australia, say David who?
Yeah, it was fun around me, and I must admit, Dave's in a white car now, so it caught me out. Well, who's this guy? He's pretty quick.
You going to share with us, John, on why he was in a white car last night? just something different, or?
Because he thought the race was going to be dark because someone said sunset. I think he thought I think he thought we were starting at sunset.
And he wanted everyone to be able to see his car better or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
There he is. Look at him making some moves. Mr. Slater shows his nose. Look at that white car. Look at that. At least he's showing off Paul, guys, his sponsor.
It actually looks better in white, I reckon.
He was in disgust,
Maybe
apparently.
keep it white.
Yeah, the problem is white is sort of a colour of virginity. A little bit of a problem there, I think. Just kind of doesn't gel. but white 37 does have a ring. White 37 does have a ring to it, though.
Yeah.
Jump on Dominic Tennille side by side with Pagey. Pagey hanging on Tuffy, who's going to get the gig done. So a few boys starting to make a few moves here very early on.
Well, he might not get it done.
No.
Sean Palmer saying that was a punt. We might have to come back to a bit of a replay on that one if we get a chance later. We'll have a good hard look at that, I think. Haven't heard any penalties get called for that one.
No, they can't see everything, so if we don't let them know,
That's
they
right.
don't know to look for it.
No calls come in. And let's look for another battle on pack here, on track. In the pack, Mr. Darren Free, the Leighton Larrikin. Sitting behind his teammate Galloway. He's still back in 18. That is a big, big blow for the championship. For him, he needs to get that car forward and get it forward quick. Some interesting moves going on. Rob Baxter, he started in pit lane, speaking of guys wanting to try and get their nose forward. He's tucked up behind Brendan McClain. No, Baxter's Roberts made some moves already. He's coming forward. And Bruce Galloway gets past Baldock. Galloway's on the move as we come around through the famous sunset curve.
Might be a 2 for 1. I know, he's tucked back in.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Bruce that far down.
Yeah, it was last night. Grenshaw gets the move done on O'Loughlin. And then goes on the wide. Oh, hangs on to it. Pato in the mix there. A good little battle pack with these guys. Has a good hard look. Can't get it done.
Yeah. It's like the defensive line there talked him out of it.
Sean Palmer asking who's my favourite Southern Cross driver. I'd have to say Dave Galley. Going to leave that there. And continuing on here, going to drop a bit further back in his battle pack. Vaughan Robinson tucked up behind, side by side with Pato. You're going to get the job done. I'm doing very, very well.
I guess if Pato went with it's early in the race, let's not push the point and survive to the end.
Was Pato last night had a... There was no Dave Worrell last night, so we had Clinton McKay from WKMP Croc Promotions drop in, give a little bit of driving coaching for Baldock. Ooh, cool. Some gear change there. Lap 5, we're moving along here very well. A couple of good little battles about. It's going to drop on this one with Rosie. Bit of side-by-side stuff there with Simon Pitt. Pitty doing pretty well here. He's up into 15th, up 3 spots. Joseph Earnshaw is up 7. Don't recognise that car behind him. Anyone know who's behind Craig?
No,
I know that Hazy's behind that car.
Good looking white car.
Good looking white car. Okay, we'll just call it the good looking white car.
Maybe it's a bet for the Bulldog Banbury Cup next season. Already running a white car for 28. Just throwing it out there.
How's everyone think? If Baldy beats me this season, he's going to drive a white car next season. Lots of thoughts in the chat.
Even better.
Lots of thoughts in the chat. Can we make this one stick?
I'm guessing you'll get at least 3 votes just in the broadcast here, never alone anyone in the chat.
Right back through a bit is Mr. Kurt Heath. He's doing quite well, just in front of Anita, chasing down the great Darren Walden. Of course, there before Mr. Bulldog. Never heard of him. Got Greg Harris in P3. He's hung on pretty well. Our pole position leader. All the way back in P3 now. He has Michael Power, Matt Day in front of him. Steve Velalay starting to put a little bit of pressure on here.
Harris has had pace all season. He's just got a little unlucky and yeah, just needs to chill out a little bit, I think. Maybe fights a little bit too hard too early.
Absolutely. Simon Haynes, the kid, is in the chat. He's the new guy in white. Apparently he's the most purest person from the Goolwa region in South Australia. That's all I can tell you at this stage. Speaking of Haynes, let's have a look at Mr. Hayes. Oh, battle in front of him there. A little bit of a spin. Oh, a little bit of a tap. And a little bit of running wide. Oh, ooh. Greg Shelton came with you there.
Not over yet.
Lucky that didn't snap.
Yes, I thought that I was going to get pushed off the road and end up going off there by myself.
And a little bit of a battle. We'll go a little bit further back. And Morgan, how's Shan going, mate? Hazy?
Yeah, really good. Really good. All the new guys to the team seem to be finding a bit more consistency and stuff. Brendan McLean joined us and he said that he enjoyed getting the inside of what was going on and he was able to avoid a few more things, so that's working out well.
He had a real bit of pace last night. There was a couple of times there I was sitting behind Brendan going, not used to Brendan being happy. Driving quite well. Out of the way. That's all right. That's one way getting off the track. Back up to Mr. Dial. Up 1 spot. What are you thinking at this stage of the race, Marky Mark?
Just keeping it to lap times. Just, yeah, I didn't want to run the tyres out because it was hot. Stick with time and just keep at it. If anyone's driving away,
You're in a good position, just out of the 10, sitting comfortably behind these guys.
Yeah, well, I've come back from 5 places now, lost a few spots on the start like I usually do, but
Well, they keeping the pressure on Braden here. He's the bloke you want to keep the pressure on.
Braden's been driving real well, so to be tucked up behind him, you're doing real good.
Yep.
Well, it's a tough gig, though. Dialing in from over the ditch every week.
Yep.
300k race. God knows what time in the morning that he finished.
That pressure from Dials let Joseph get a bit of a breather.
Well, here we go. Marky Mark shows the outside. Going to go the inside, over and under. No, he's not. Can't get it done. Getting the pressure on, though.
poking his nose in everywhere.
Definitely driving well at this stage of the race. Of course, the 300k race tonight. A very, very long stints. Here we go. Braden got to bed at 1:30 a.m. Probably would have taken the other 45 minutes to wind down after that, I reckon. Yep, couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was still awake at 2 o'clock our time, so. Hazy Haze under a bit of pressure from the great Pete Morris, Sarge himself. Sarge under pressure from some other Muppet. Up 10 spots, haven't gained any more since the first lap. And starting to see a few dive in. And I've got a feeling, lads, we are under safety car. Has been called. I think our good friend Hayden McAndrews. That's Rob Baxter. Hayden McAndrews has stopped. First safety car, Matt Day, Braden O'Loughlin stay out. Very interesting call. Very, very interesting call.
So were they the only ones that stayed out? By the look of it, no one else is.
Everyone else has rolled through. And then I'm just going to throw up on the screen so everyone can read the pit lap times. So we start to get an idea.
Braden muted chat.
How much?
Well, there's the reason why Braden didn't go in.
Ooh. Ooh, that would have hurt. There we go.
When the safety car came out, I didn't hear race control call safety car. I only seen the text.
Yeah, one of them he didn't call it. It only came up in text.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd done something like that too.
There's some interesting times there. Mick Power in for 17.7, Vela for 20. 21 for Robbie Williams, 34. So everyone else is putting in about 100 litres of filling it right up to the top. A few others going in for the shorter fill, which will make this a bit interesting as we get into the second start. Right now, Lachlan, at this moment I knew I fucked up. Please don't throw up on the screen. Okay, got to work out what that's got to do.
It's going to ruin his white car.
Yep. So now you're in the chat, Dave. What do you think about running a white car all next season?
Yes, interesting. What do you think about running a white car next season, Dave? It is a very good question. Let's have a look. Speaking of good questions, we're going to have a quick look here. You, Mr. Hayes. Let's going to go to the Chook Raffle Rewind. Let's have a look at this. Let's break this down. As you can see, coming into the corner, plenty of room here. Got that car in front of you. He always seems to be at the scene of the accident.
I think he brakes way earlier than everybody else. Like he's the only one that's got lights on.
There's an incident in front
and
of you.
that was way before they hit each other.
That's what I'm saying. And then he kind of sneaks through, which is, I think, is quite bizarre. Leaves you know where to go. Little tap. It was only minor. It wasn't much in it. Definitely get yourself under control there. And then it was enough for you to go a little bit wider. And I'm going to have a look at this one in lap 2 with Scotty Perrins. Of course, Sean asked to see this one again, so we'll bring this one back. Vaughan comes off the curb. Perrins on his own there. Nothing to do with the Southern Cross car behind. So Scotty off into the weeds, dropping like a stone from P4. That would have been heart-wrenching, to say the least. And also takes a bit to get himself going there. There we go, Bulldog saying he brakes early to save tyres.
Okay. It's a theory.
Yeah. Don't
And then
think it's
Braden saying it was
winning
Dave's fault because he was in the vicinity. I'd back that.
And then, of course, we had Mandeep was not available this week. Apparently there was a 2-for-1 special on at Uber Eats. So we have iRacing Race Control royalty in the safety car with Craig Schultz from 95 Sim Sports. A big thank you to Craig for jumping in to Split 4 last night, giving a hand while Jamie Dyke away on night shift. Greatly appreciated to be able to bring in a man with a great level of experience doing race control for many other series. And of course, Craig is only, I believe, 12, 13 weeks away from being eligible to come race in vets in season 28. Hard to believe I'm saying the word 28. Yeah, so big thank you to Schultzy for jumping in and helping us. As I think we will go green at the end of this lap. A quick rundown on the sheet. Matt Day is leading from Braden O'Loughlin. Neither have stopped. Michael Power is leading our stoppers with a 17-second pit stop. Steve Vella with a 20-second stop is P4. Robbie Williams is entertaining us up 36 spots without stopping. And then we have Mark Peck, who did a 34-second stop. I think that could be quite valuable when we get into the later stages of that next stops. And 7th is Greg Harris, same thing, a long stop. 8th is Glen Boyce with a long stop. 9th is Dan Page with a long stop. 10th is Joseph Grenshaw with a long stop. And then we've got Mark Dial with a 35-second stop. 12th is Dominic Tennille with a 43-second stop. I don't understand that one. And then 13th is Simon Pitt, 35. Shane Patterson in 14th is 36th. And then, of course, we go Vaughan Robinson, Darren Freer, Dave Baldock, Sean Slater. Rob Baxter is up 20 and 19th. Pete Morris is in 20th. So a lot to battle out for here. Still a fair way to go.
Stuck in a unhinged sandwich there. Hope nothing goes wrong.
Story of my life, Mark.
Nothing ever goes wrong when you're stuck between quality drivers like that.
I
did have some good racing with those two boys last night.
Dominic's got some good pace.
Yeah. Okay.
And the big bear himself, he's starting to get quick again as well, so. Safety car has pulled away. Interesting to see, what does Matt Day do here? He really needs to clear out. He needs to get some runs on the board and make the most of it while he can, because he's got to get a big space before he's got to make this first stop. Or he could be praying for safety cars breed safety cars. Still won't have a big gap. Big shout out to my Queensland friend, Mr. Pete Kelly here. He's turned up. Numbers 26 and 27 have been drawn out for the Chook raffle already, Pete. I hope you didn't have those numbers. Holding him a long way. He could have gone at the start of the Ullman Straight if he wanted to. Carry him right round the corner. He's off. He's off. We are green flag racing.
He's got a good jump on them there, even though he held them.
What a great jump on him. Done really well.
Having said that, he's got about 10 laps of fuel left, so he's got to...
Looks like a car never run around him, yeah.
Yeah,
A
get
bit
on with
easier.
this now.
Needs to go. He's trying to get going. Let's head back down into the pack a bit more. They are all lined up. Grenshaw having a bit of a look here. Tucks in behind Dan Page. That rat bag machine looking very, very smick. That's how you do a white livery. So. And Rob Baxter looking to make another move. Up inside Baldock now starts to looks to chase down Slater, who's putting a bit of pressure on the boys in front of him. What are you thinking at this stage, Sean?
Yeah, no, I was packed behind a couple of guys. I screwed the pit stop up, I overshot it, so I had 43 seconds or something in there for a full tank. And came back behind them. But, you know, they're all guys who race every week, so it's good fun. Got Rob behind me, a lot of respect there. Shane and Vaughn, same thing. He's enjoying life at this stage. Yeah, that's right. You've got a bit wide there. This will be a bit of fun.
Too wide going in the sunset. This is going to get interesting. Ooh, hangs it out right
This is
wide.
what
Baxter going for the 2-for-1 maybe.
It's one of those corners that if you pull them in too tight, you're going to end up dumping yourself.
Then speed, yeah. You got to balance it. Glad you're in the chat with us still, Sean. Mr. Palmer, you did say you were shipping out. Looks like you haven't. That is great to see you still with us, buddy. Oh, here we go. Oh, Slats plays the wise game. Backs out there. Tucks right in behind. Baxter on the move. As we head on lap 11. Robbie Williams under a bit of pressure as well. Pecky getting past him. We're going in quite deep. Harris and Boyce tucked in behind back there as well. Tell you what, that is a great looking white car, Dan Page. Joseph Grenshaw rolling out the top 10. Mark Dye, what are you thinking at this stage, watching all this in front of you?
As I said, kids keeping the lap times consistent and try to stick with them if they drive away.
I tell you what, it was a great setup for keeping consistent lap times. Not fast lap times, consistent lap times. That's what I thought. That's my piece. Right, now Lachlan now under a bit of pressure from Michael Power. Now they tell me there's good vodka in that part of the world, son, but you need sheepdog. That's what it's all about, the Star Stove Bulldog. And Joseph Grenshaw still under a bit of pressure as well. Looking a bit further down the list, Dave Galley battling with Craig Rose. Going to try and go the outside. Oh, that is a nice little move. Gets in front of Rosie. Michael Hayes behind these lads. Pato under a bit of pressure here from Vaughan Robinson. The Black Prince on the inside. Keith Robinson on the outside. Nice little battle between these two.
Yeah, seen quite a few on-track passes last night. They weren't all made up as cars being off the track.
Definitely. Definitely had to work for it, but it was an easy track to make minor mistakes, and if you didn't look after tyres, you actually felt it. You'd actually see who last night, who looked after tyres and who didn't.
Yep, and you could put people off that drive in their mirrors.
Yeah.
You could just show the nose and they'd freak out and they'd do a cover move, and then you could get them on the switchback.
At overdrive. Baxter getting involved here now. This is getting very, very exciting. Oh, he's Pato's off. He's going to redress, yeah. A bit of a tap there, I think. Oh, no! Oh, Hazy!
Oh, no.
Oh! This has just got messy real quick.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, I've tried that excuse when I've come home late and it never worked.
Yeah, car wasn't steering real good after that.
I tried that excuse too. Where's my good mate Slats? He's in the battle here. He's going to take it up the inside of Baxter. Can he make this work at sunset? Talk about coming back at it. Oh, he's going to hold him out wide. We're talking about going the wide line before. Going the inside line this time, Sean. And you make it
inside's
sick.
where it's at. But he gets a run here, I think. It's not over yet.
Of course. Big shout out to the Vets contingent up at the 12 hour as well. Sure, those guys are sitting around a phone watching this. Here we go. He's coming. Sarge is getting involved in the back here as well. So is Bulldog. This is getting real juicy. Scotty Perrins, Dave Galley back there as well.
Man, at this point I had something happen that doesn't really happen that often, but I got a message from a spotter saying, don't worry about me behind you, focus on front, let's catch them up. No, but that's why I almost threw it off at that corner. I was reading this private message to myself. Like, hang on a second. So we locked in here and we went for it.
Okay. Good little battle pack.
Only a few laps away from the guys that haven't pitted yet.
Yeah, they're going to start thinking about it. Texting and driving, I was just thinking that.
It's too long a message. Yeah, it's someone in support.
Charge takes this title line. He's hanging on here. He's doing all right. Got Bulldog behind him. Bulldog under pressure from Scotty Perrins. Of course, Slats has Baxter behind still.
I think that was the theme of Bulldog's night, though. Pressure from the next car coming along.
Get the white flag for merchandise.
How about with Greg Harris? Greg Harris now under a bit of pressure from Boyce. Lap 14 of 50, of course 300k race. Plenty of hard work for these lads.
Matt Day and Braden would be praying for a safety car at this point, so they can try to save a bit of their loss from not taking that early pit.
There's some good little battles back here towards the back. Mark Peck.
They've been putting some pretty quick lap times in the last few laps.
Well, those front guys have no fuel.
Yeah, old tyres and no fuel.
Boyce is starting to put a bit of pressure on Harris.
That's close.
Just a little.
We're reading the serial number there.
And
Matt's just done a 2:05.8. His best lap of the race. He's flying.
I think you'll be going to sleep. It's only 12:45 in the afternoon, Hoff. Probably a bit early for a nap. Boyce having a good hard look here at the back of Harris. For Sean in Chook Raffle, mate, it's not about the size of your hammer, it's about the size of the donk. Moment, Matt Day's got plenty of it in spades. 3.5 seconds up the road, Michael Power in P2, Braden O'Loughlin in P3. Steve Vella, Mark Peck from M1 Racing, Greg Harris is in front of us here. Then we've got Mr. Glen Boyce, who are riding on board with Dan Page, the rat bag himself, in 8th. Joseph Grenshaw, the big man, he is in 9th from Unhinged. And in 10th, we've got Robbie Williams entertaining us. Some guy from Mildura called Mark in 11th. Dominic Tennille in 12th. Simon Pitt in 13th. 14th is the Leighton Larrick and Darren Freer. We have a look on the outside, boys. And the best driver to ever come out of South Australia for vets, Sean Slater, sitting in 15th. Robert Baxter in 16th. 17th is Scotty Perrins. 18th is the great David Baldock. And 19th is Dave Galley. And Bruce Galloway rounds out our top 20. Not quite halfway yet, so still plenty and plenty of ways to go here.
Yeah, we're marginally over the quarter mark.
Quite no, I didn't say we're over halfway. I said we're not over halfway yet.
I was going to say, don't know about the great thing.
Great little battle, this group here, though. Might go a little bit further back. Kurt Heath's trying to make some moves. He's racing with Brendan McLean. Came and joined Unhinged Sim Sports, and he's moved himself up 30th. Qualified really well. Showing some great pace. Another one in the thick of a battle here, Galley and Baldock. And Galloway sitting 3rd in the championship, sitting a long, long way back here. A lot of work to be done for him. And of course, Dave Galley trying to find the short way round Baldock. And go a bit further back, my good friend Dougie Wright. Very, very tough corner. Oh, bit of a dive here. Oh,
Send it.
Yes. Wow.
Didn't bend it, but he did send it.
And now they're 3 wide. It's got to go.
Yeah, the redress, might call that. No, plenty of action starting to happen down in the corner there. Keep rolling along. Dave Baldock's that closest battle on track. Galley really, really wants to get this move done. Needs to get it done.
Lap 16, so Matt and Braden O'Loughlin would have to pit probably at the end of this one.
Nah, safety car, 2 more. Probably 2 more laps, I reckon.
Okay.
Like 16's the bubble, but it could be had safety car. They probably would have saved at least a lap. Well, it's a long track, at least a lap of fuel.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to the inside. He's having a look here. Baldock on the outside.
Him. Drag race.
Dave v. Dave. Go, Dave.
The Braden's gone in.
Yeah. Galley gets that move done. Roll a bit further up. Greg Harris. Actually, no, we're going to look for my good friend, Leighton Larrikin himself, Darren Freer. Putting some pressure on Simon Pitt. Oh, that is a big move. He can't pull that up.
He doesn't pull it up. Would have been a real good move if he pulled it up.
Go a little bit further in here. Look for the great man himself. Here he is. Oh!
Oh no.
It's puffed.
Yep.
I haven't seen that much smoke come out of a car since driving behind Scotty Perrins.
All I got to say, well, it was a Chevy, so.
That has died. And
Yeah, I don't know if I picked a second gear there and dropped it down, or just asked too much of the engine on the down change. But yeah, she went pop, and
It went pop,
I knew
pop.
that was done. And then it was like a compression lock handbrake turn, and that was all she wrote, unfortunately.
of course, that will bring out the great Craig Schultz. He's rolling down the lane. The safety car has been called. So Matt Day, who went the extra lap over a Lachlan, just gets a freebie. Michael Power's come in as well. I'm not sure why. Sure, there's something he knows that we don't know. Darren Freer joined just in time to see Elite Larrikin joined just in time to see himself have his brake failure at the hairpin. Sorry, Darren. So, of course, let's take a moment here while we're under safety car conditions, and we will just keep rolling around on this one. Of course, could just watch you, Hazy, again. That was good. Yeah, let's watch it again. Took Raffle Rewind. Here he is. You can talk us through. You can talk us through this, Hazy.
Oh, there's no talking through it. It just wasn't good.
You're too busy. I'm staring at the back of Baldock. That car looks really good. Oh, he's braked a little early. But it is Baldock. Oh, I can see some smoke in front of me. What do I do? Do I drive through it? Nah. Do I follow Baldock? Nah.
Yeah.
What do I do?
No,
What do I do?
You almost got hit there.
Then what do I do? It's a safety car.
The next one's the one that hurt more.
Yeah. When you went off the curb. I don't think I've got the full one now. That is a bit of fun. We can't laugh at ourselves. We can't laugh at anybody. But this is a chook raffle, so we do laugh at everything.
Yeah. Braden wishes that Slats blew his car up a lap earlier, so he when it dropped so far back in the list.
Next week I've got you, Braden. No worries.
He's saying in the chat he dropped down to 33.
Yeah, that's one idea.
If it makes you feel any better, mate, it's still better than I was.
So, Mick Power, only guy who's done 2 stops. I think the get-home lap was about 23, so could be rolling the dice here, hoping for some safety cars. Getting himself home from here. That could be the strategy of that second stop, not sure. Boyce's made 2 stops as well, so is Darren Vermey. And then, of course, Page, Harris, Pitt, Scotty Perrins, Pete Morris, Rob Bax has been down the lane 2 times as well. Dave Galley, Sholton. A few lads doing the second stop there, which I think interesting roll of the dice. We haven't quite reached the get-home lap.
You know, if you're going to play the rules, you know, I won a race doing just that, not knowing what was coming next. I was, you know, needing 2 more safety cars when I got my win doing the same thing. Sure enough, a couple more safety cars, and that was one of my race wins. So
I did get reminded by Baldock last night that we did do that Bathurst race where I did 9 stops and finished well in front of him, I think in about 13 or 14.
Yeah, done that. We're thrilled.
Were you able to run again, Slats, or did you?
No, that was me done. And I got rear-ended coming into the pit lane. Got a 4X, and then I had my engineer tell me, you've got damage on the rear, so I used my fast repair then. So when I blew the motor, it was 25-minute repair, and I was like, yeah, it's done.
That's hard to come back from.
Yeah. Oh, it was one of those days. I got home late. There was 15 minutes for qualifying, which is pretty much usual for me. And then there was an update because I didn't race last week. So then I didn't even practice. I went straight to qualifying. And then I was like, oh, well, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, we normally say that you'd have a run at a championship if you managed to get a little bit of practice during the week.
Or get home on time. Go
Yeah.
200 kilometres to drive home to drive another 300 in the sim. God. I prefer to crash on the sim than the drive home.
Always a good plan.
Yeah, I'd choose that too.
Yeah.
Did you notice while we're rolling around that Mr. Baldock's in the top 10?
Yeah, we did. We're not supposed to point it out, mate.
Yeah.
One job,
Exactly.
Hazy, one job.
I normally like to throw it out there because I know it upsets people. I like to give him a hard time plus everybody else. Share it out evenly.
Actually, some big movers if you look at the grid at the moment.
Huge move.
Joseph's
Baldock's
up
up to
13th. Darren's up 14. Bruce is up 14. Darren's up 20. Mr. Van Ree, 23 positions. Very nicely done, John. You come back a bit further. Braden McLean up 9. Shannon Morgan up 9. Kurt Heath up 20. Tim Hall up 25. Driver of the day is going to be interesting here.
Yeah,
See how these
Dial's
boys
in a
play
great
out.
position. Second best mark on the night for the tally so far.
That's why I tuned in tonight, because this is all new to me now, so I get to watch the rest of the race.
I didn't pit on this one because I didn't think, you get, what was it, lap 17?
Yeah.
For lap 50 on another set of tyres.
Yeah, you couldn't get home from here. So
It was a struggle. Yeah, it'd be a struggle to get home from. You'd be fuel saving the whole way and tyres and the rest of it. Good, Hazy.
see you, Mr. Palmer.
The way the unhinged boys like it. Yes, see you, Sean. Craig Schultz has left the building. He's off. Let's see what we can do here. Steve Vella, Mark Peck, talking some very experienced drivers. Joseph Grenshaw, Mark Dial, man who raced season 1, race 1 of Vets in the dark at Coda. Dominic Tennille, the rookie. Darren Freer, Dave Baldock, formerly of PRA. Bruce Galloway from W2, Shane Patterson, Darren Walden. That is our top 10. Definitely going to be a battle.
Is Baldy going to get his first podium in a long time?
Shh. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, it's like 300k race. It always brings out great strategy. You can work so many different strategies, and it just works for a lot of people.
It's not about being super fast. It's about looking after the car, being smart, buying a ticket for the last stint, the last half of that last stint, where you do need some pace.
And that's why the boys in Split 3 were calling for a 400k race next season.
No. There we are away again. We are green flag racing on lap 20. Bruce Galloway looking to get the move done on Baldock. Nicely slides through. Joseph Grenshaw. He's the next one under a lot of pressure here.
I thought he got done for a double there.
Done again.
It looked like Pato got him as well.
Yep. Did too. Own teammate.
Team chat would have been fun.
Nice work, Shane.
And now Walden's all over the back of him too.
You just want me to go back here and have a look who's the next car back, don't you?
Well, they're all looking. Oh,
Here we go.
John's lining up to try and sneak through at the same time.
I'm just lining up to try and survive. Of course, Baldock gets back Patterson. Bolden goes
Shane,
through as well.
very generous there,
I know,
Shane.
gives
Very
it-
generous.
Yeah.
Gives it a little tap,
Whoa.
mate. Lets him know he's there.
Shane's matured a bit over the seasons and he's not willing to take crazy risks by the look of things.
A little bit more of a battle behind as well here.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, Timmy.
Yeah.
And apparently I get in trouble because I don't show my own blemishes.
Oh, okay. Eyes on the one of the zebra. Scenic route. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Hi, John, what were you thinking there?
I fucked up. That's what I was thinking.
We're going to replay that one to come later, John. I want to see the onboard from that. At what point did the brake pedal come on? This is not going to happen.
Anyways, such is life. I'm only 2 behind Hazy, so I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, I was last at one stage.
Let's have a look, Sean. Look up front, Steve Vella under a bit of pressure from Mark Beck.
Good battle to watch.
Yeah, Pecky's remembered he was a split 3 driver.
Yeah. Obviously, you've given him the right dial in for the rig, I think.
He does all the tunes for the motion. I stir him up and get in his head, and then he spends 3 days tuning it, and I just wait for him to give me the tune. Great system.
Works very, very well by the sounds of it. A good little battle up the front here. Vella, Peck, Grenshaw's hanging on to these guys. Dial slowly moving forward, bringing Tania with him. And a bit of a gap back to the Leighton Larrick and then Darren Freya, Bruce Galloway, the W2 boys together. And then Baldock 3 seconds back from that pack.
Yeah, I was just hoping that Dominic could hold those two off, Darren and Bruce. If they had to slip through, I think they would have been able to catch up to the leaders.
There's definitely nothing in it up the front.
No, not much in it at
Yeah,
all.
that time.
Joseph's driving really well here. I'm really impressed with this. Leaning a little bit too far to the left, not helping my camera angle. Go back, Michael Power, Matt Day, two of the bigger players. Matt Day going course, Darren Walden in the mix here. Day gets through. Ooh, big waggle there from Walden. That's Day's gotten past Power. To the guys, of course.
Yeah, got some newer tyres and a bit more fuel.
Yep, out of sync. Very valuable moment of the race for these two to try and get through as quick as possible. Go a little bit further back. Tim Verme and Anita Buckland having a great little battle. Talk about guys coming back through. Boyce all the way back in 33. Of course, he's done his 2 stops as well. There's Anita. My legs gave out when I got out of the sim. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Luckily, this track had some pretty good straights, so you could shake the brake foot out and get a bit of blood flowing again.
I done a hour of leg work with the physio before I got in the sim, so that didn't help.
Okay, yeah.
And where's Anita going?
Oh, it's got the JVR line.
Boyce is in there too.
Oh, no.
That is huge. One of our championship contenders reversing out of the background there. That is going to be interesting to see.
So was that a sympathy move out of Boise? He's seen
think
Anita
so.
going out there and went too.
I think he had nowhere else to go, I think Anita just fed him out there. Anita definitely missed her braking point. I think on Boise missed his as well.
Doesn't take much. It's so bumpy coming into that.
Yeah, watch the lights, not the brake mark. Happens. It's easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon McLean in 14th. He's doing really well.
Yeah, he's doing great. He was pretty chuffed that he was up in the higher positions throughout the night.
Pretty happy when Joseph was over there.
Yep. Giving you a bit of breathing room.
Yeah, it was a little bit of breathing after.
Baldy's not doing too bad, still sitting in 9.
Shh, don't talk about that.
Like I said earlier, if I can upset everybody.
Mick Power will come along. He'll
Mick, get in there, son.
Braden's on his way up. Jan Morgan's doing well. He's sitting in 12.
A few guys came real close to that wall, eh?
I'll never forget season 3 of the Pro Series, Madison Down eating that wall. Of course, round 10 of this season for V8 Vets, we get the Wall of Champions.
Looking forward to that. Fun track.
Fun track. This is how the Gen 3 car goes there.
yeah,
Probably suit the Gen 3 car pretty well, I think. Ooh, going the over and under. Lachlan to the inside, down into the hairpin.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh,
Chan went a bit wide, drives it off, so it wide in the background there as well. That might have been Pagey, I think.
It was Pagey.
Yeah, Dan Page as well. Drops himself back in the pack. That's going to let quite a few pass, including Robbie Baxter. It is a real gotcha corner.
Probably not where you want to come back on because Rob won't give it to you easy. He's going to battle you all the way.
Matt Day's been got past Bulldog, obviously. There we go. Bulldog pass. Mick Power, yeah. Bulldog pass. He's still behind him. Not sure what it is. Could be any second now, considering it's Bulldog.
Yep, up under the wing. Gonna make a dive. There it is.
Bulldogs has given it to him.
Easy done. Wave the white flag.
It's like
Cool guys.
there's opening the door, and then and then there's pulling all the curtains back.
Yeah, pouring you a beer before you walk in.
Like, what kind of palace do you live in, Bulldog, if your door's that big?
Nice pass,
Painful.
Mick. Nicely done.
So Galley looking to make a move on Sarge. Oop, wrong run. I've lost him.
Oh,
They come.
yep. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a little love tap.
Yep, that might get you a slap on the knuckles.
Yeah.
That's a tough corner because you're coming out of there side by side, but you're
Someone
not
else
up
in the
enough to-
background
oh,
there as well. So
yeah.
that's seen Greg Harris drop like a stone as well. He's got caught up in that.
Yep, if it wasn't for bad luck, Greg Harris would have no luck. He seems to get caught up in stuff almost every week, unfortunately.
Tell you what, Bax is under a lot of pressure from Dan Page.
Told you he wouldn't give it up easy.
Page is moving forward.
What's with these white cars tonight? What's going on?
Everybody wants to be Dave.
They may have had white cars first, but okay.
Brett Fisher, if you're out there, I don't want a white car.
He's having a
Dave-
ding dong
Dave
little battle
does-
here, though.
They are.
If Dave does go white, do you reckon he should change his number too?
Yeah, 51, 515. 51,
Jeez.
15, 5. We can
Yep.
make it happen. Walden looking to make a move. Great little battle here with Walden.
Covering off at the moment.
They're doing quite well. They're close together. Gonna go up. 2W2 boys working together now. Smart play. Bringing Matty Day with them now.
Yeah, guys on my team weren't real happy about that pack heading their way.
Quick names in that group. They are at the front. Steve Vella's under a little bit of pressure. Dial has closed. Peck, sorry, has closed that gap down. Too many
Those
marks
two
up the
just
front.
went
Not used to this. Mark my mark. Vella doing well.
you just
Pecky
looking
moving
up your
forward.
tyres there?
What do you
You
think
looking
of this
after your
stage,
tyres there,
mate?
Mark?
Yeah, what do you think of this stage, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, just looking after him. He'd come in and just kept saying, hit your marks. And I go, can I hit the mark in front?
That's usually what you do.
But as Ed said, this is the track where, I grow an extra leg at this track. We've had Ed and I think I won a race here in the Gen 2 car. With Ed following on behind and gave him nothing to get around me. So
Hang on.
it's a great track. And one I learnt early, so.
Taking a Winter Olympics theme here in ski jumping, you grow an extra leg. What injections are you having, Mark? The Villa doing quite well. Going to go back today. Lachlan still putting pressure on Walden. Darren doing very well here. Keep these guys at bay showing some good pace. Shannon Morgan moving back up into this group as well. Past the halfway mark now. Still a long way to go. Still a lot can happen. Back up though. Galloway is starting to get under more and more pressure from Matty Day. Matty Day trying to work his way and his magic through here. Hose dry from Day. Done well to get himself back to where he is. Of course, Day and Power behind. Didn't stop under the first safety car. Stopped during the second.
Yeah, that definitely hurt him. Only had good battles.
Great battles around the place. Big Powers here nicely tucked up behind. Greg Harris putting a lot of pressure on Timmy Vermate. Matt Day just pitted. I don't know whether that was a move to eliminate the traffic. Try a little bit of an undercut manoeuvre. The 2-6 driver. Vella. There's Mark Peck tucked up behind him.
Pagey and Baxter still battling hard.
Haven't stopped.
Pitty's all over the back of McLean.
Simon doing well. He's up 4 spots. McLean up 10. Morgan up 12. Walden up 19. Great drive from him. Baldock still in the top 10.
Everyone's getting involved in this pack.
They definitely are. Deep. Hang on. Good forward, Mark Dole. You've sort of in the no man's land here, Mark. Sort of 5 seconds behind Pecky. Starting to lose a little bit, I think. Crenshaw 4 seconds behind you. You're sort of in no man's land. Any thoughts at this stage?
Yeah, just keep driving to be numbers. Just keep that consistent lap time up.
That's fair enough.
We've had a fair bit of fuel in the tank, so I'll at least run this one lower.
I tell you what, seems you got one against your name. You can talk us a lap, Mark. Go for it.
So yeah, 4th gear here. Just try to keep it off that and not run wide. Down to the 3rd, all the way through here. I didn't change the 2nd like some did. I didn't find an advantage. I've actually found more wheel spin for your 2nd out of here. Yeah, just kept that in 3rd through here, all the way down to the hairpin. Full noise. Breaking the bridge. And get down to 2nd. Get back on the noise. Not too much Yeah, just keep going through there. It was good through here. This one was easy to bugger up down into third. We run a little wide there.
What was that?
Yeah, there. Blew a 3-second lead to Brenshaw. That's all right. Third into this one. Take a little bit of curve. Take a little bit of curve if you want. It wasn't too bad through that. Keep going flat out. Get the right angle into this one. Down into third. Back on the power early. Kept it in third. And then school noise down to sunset. I'm starting to get off the dashboard a bit there now.
They're definitely going to be glary.
Down into third gear. I always held it tight. Full noise over the line. And I was happy to leave a lap. And I'll give it to Crenshaw.
Got yourself a bonus
that was
point.
a clean lap. Clean lap, Mark, minus that one corner you went a bit deep on.
Well, the one lap you had a wobble and John picked that one to
Yeah.
ask him to show us around. I reckon he set you up, Mark.
Yeah, he did. And that was my only 1X for the race too.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Wasn't happy. Oh, it's so
You still get a bonus point for leading, Mark. Don't stress.
There was lots of cursing going on in Discord.
Fish is not happy. Just putting it out there for you.
Okay, I'm waiting for him actually to come around me. No. Get it back on. Get it back on.
Might just jump back down. Pagey's still putting pressure on Baxter. This battle getting very juicy, I think.
It's been going forever. I was actually hoping they'd sort it out because they were both slowing me down by fighting every second corner.
Slowly catching Scotty Perrins, these two, though.
Yeah, I think a lot of these laps were like 10s and 11s.
Oh,
Oh, no, don't get it done. But Hazy's back in the pack now.
Bit scary to have a crack at them though. When they're bumping each other almost every second corner, you think, oh, I don't know if I want to be involved in that. You are right, Bruce. 1X for a 300k race was very well done by Dial.
we're on the outside. That's big.
It's huge. He's having a
Get it
crack.
done.
Nah, he's in the lane.
Rob's called it. That makes sense.
In the lane.
I think that was. Yeah, it's just one of those tracks I've done a ton of laps on. Not well.
Seen a few guys in the pits now. Scotty Perrins is in. Brendan McLean's in. Craig
I
Rose
thought
is
about
in.
it. When Baxter went in, I was thinking about it. Then. Wow.
Yeah, they're all locked up.
Well, to hang on to that. A few sneaky stops. Mark Peck just did his stop on lap 28. So did Steve Vella.
Yep, Van Ray holding up Pecky.
Let him go.
Yeah, you could have held him up for like a little bit longer. Another couple of corners, they could have come out and had the lead.
It's Uncle Mark. Let him go. Galloway under a fair bit of pressure from Michael Power now.
Yeah, I still had the unhinged boys to protect me from those guys. Just were you gunner for me?
It is very wide. Keeps off the tyre barrier there. Mick having a very hard look here. She's tucked right up behind.
I just noticed the back of Bruce's car's got "Don't do it" on the back of his car.
Yeah.
I've seen him clipped a few times this season, so it doesn't work. He might need to put it in bigger letters or brighter paint.
Definitely a fair bit going on. Mick Power looking pretty cool here, though. Go back to another little battle. Michael Hayes. Put a bit of hanging on to Pagey here, mate. Any thoughts at this stage?
I was thinking I need to go in and grab tyres very soon. So at this point, we'd picked up our times a bit, so tyres were still all right, and I was just, trying to get better tyres for the end.
There we go. Bruce Galloway saying you even had a no diving sign.
See, Dave Bulldog's gone a bit quiet since I've taken over the lead of the race. Where's he gone?
I have no idea. Everyone's in because I've got a feeling the safety car has been called. Take good
I don't
timing.
think Mr. Bulldog's been in front of you since he was giving you a hard time a few rounds ago.
He hasn't been in the chat for a while. I'd say he's picking kids up from work. Just quietly.
So this was the perfect time to come in. I had about 3 laps.
Yeah.
Correct, this in the tank, so.
I got about 10, but yeah, it was the ideal time to dive in. Except for that little fella from Darwin. We pitted on lap 28. He'd be rubbing those tiny little hands together at this stage.
Goodness. Yeah.
Is that you heading out, Mark?
Yep.
That's Mark
You'll be
being passed
pissed.
by Mark.
Yeah. He's got his pit limiter on, still going, you little arsehole.
Yeah.
And of course, safety car brought out with Hayden McAndrews into the tyre barrier.
Where are we? That's sort of the last corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunset.
Sunset
Thank
again.
you.
It's about saying everybody, this will get rid of all of the stops now. So we might just have a quick look at what happened to Anita and Boyce. Let's go to the Chook Raffle Rewind. Yeah, Anita brakes probably a little bit late. I think Boyce's just come in a little bit late too, looking at the trajectory of the car heading to the outside. And Anita's just struggling a little bit to pull it up. All of a sudden, she locks up. She straightens up. Poor old Boyce's got nowhere to go.
I have to do some autographs.
Yep. And poor Anita decides to lose the front end. So that's what happened with that one.
Right, Mike McQuain's got enough money to pay for this one.
Of course, had a beer with Quaney back in December. Of course, you two slats.
You did? Yeah. It's a good night.
It was a great night. Absolute cracker.
The mark you back to being the second best mark on the track again.
I think Mark's been marked.
Yeah.
You got a few laps better tyres. You're hoping that when you get going again, you might get a bit of a jump on him.
Yeah, I did have a couple of cracks. He just held a better line and couldn't get the nose in without pushing you off the track. So, but yeah, my new tyres were. But at least this lap, I did notice that after this lap and on the safety car, I posted a time that I hadn't gotten all week, 2:06.5, which I have no idea where it came from. Just good balance of tyre, good heat. I don't know. It just sitting there going, why? Why now? Why couldn't you do this in qualifying? So yeah.
You do know that if you let him win this race, he's not going to shut up tomorrow night when we're racing in Osprits. So we're kind of hoping that you might get a run on him here.
Looking, well, I've got green flag, supposed to be yellow flag, sorry. Looking at my messenger chat, yeah. Good luck with that one tomorrow night, Hazy. If he wins. 33 of 50 gone. Still a long, long way to play. Anything can happen. This is split 4. This is a chook raffle.
Bria had a shorter fill.
Who is going to have a stroll in the sunset down the Ullman Straight hand in hand with the chook? That is the big question still left here. Sounds like someone read my speech, my intro spiel.
Sprint to the end now with everyone pitted. This is
Absolutely.
The field as it stands.
How good is Craig Schultz at driving this safety car? Like, seriously, why are we bringing people in to drive it? Why am I getting a contractor to drive this every week when I can get Craig Schultz? Like, these lines are perfect. Mind you, in saying that, it's probably time I put an order in for an Uber Eats.
Yep. I skipped it this week. Made myself some food.
Even the livery's different. Even the livery looks more classy with Schultz driving it.
And there's no gravel at this track.
I know.
Had quite a few cars across the grass, but no gravel on the track.
No, it's no Mazzano. Another Rod Sprint reference. So, safety car pulling away. We are getting ready to go. Mark Peck leads Mark Dial. Darren Frieder's up 17 spots in P3. Joseph Grenshaw. Dominic Tennille. Steve Vella. Bruce Galloway up 15. Michael Power is 8th. Dan Page is 9th. Matty Day is 10th. Pitty is 11th. Williams 12. Baldock 13 ahead of Parents. And then 15 is Baxter O'Loughlin, 16 Morgan, 17 Michael Hayes is 18, Darren Walden 19, and Craig of the Roses rounds out the top 20. Look at this. How long is he going to hold these boys up?
Drink. Top up your drink. We've got half an hour to go here.
It is all on for young and old. Will we finish before the sun sets? That is the question. Still to be asked about the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Peck.
Yeah, fog's getting heavier. Peck, you going to go early, or is he going to hold us all the way to the line?
Pecky, no one knows. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah. Whatever will upset you the most.
It's whatever Nenny says.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Holding him. He's holding him. Still holding him. Yeah, I can hear the noise. He's away.
Nice.
He's gone. Lap 34 is away. 17 laps to go.
Didn't get too big of a jump on Mark. He stuck with him.
Mark has him marked.
Yep. Yeah, probably should say Dial and Peck.
Darren Freer. Darren Freer has a great jump here. He's going with these lead two. The M1 sensation, the M1 legend, the M1 man himself. Sorry, Cross. Mark Peck out in front. Mark Dial, P2. Darren Freer, P3. Dominic Tennille, P4. Under all sorts of pressure back there. Second and a half behind, but he has Vela, Power, Gow away. All tucked up behind. Ooh, Vela having a bit of a look-ski.
Grenshaw dropped quite a few spots and still dropping them.
Oh, where is he? Grenshaw.
He's dropped down to 9.
Oh, he has too. I think he got caught on the outside there. Power, he is boxing around.
Can't do that.
Galloway had a bit of a look on the inside there. Vela, Power, this is the battle. These are our championship leaders. The leading
Keep
group.
fighting, boys. Keep fighting.
Kyle getting a little excited up front there. He's still tucked up behind the great Mark Peck. America's produced great things, such as this Sebring circuit, Gregory Peck, but we have Mark Peck. I could be a Hollywood model if he was about a foot taller.
Nice one. That was a nice one.
You got to run at him. Here we go, up the inside here, Mark. Up the inside, throw it up the inside, show you. Oh, come on. Got to wave the whole nose in there, make him think you're coming. Then you go to the outside.
Oh, very different lines.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many lines since last time I looked at an earthquake of a Richter scale of an earthquake. Different lines again here as well. Pick a line dial.
Get in there.
You were tired.
All happening. I might go a bit further back. Go back to Robbie Williams. The man from the Blue Mountain, the myth, the legend. He's holding up Robbie Baxter here. Robbie Williams is entertaining us all.
Up 29 position.
He's driving well. Baxter up 26. Both of these boys started from the lane. Oh, Baxter.
Cameron. And he's going to get cleaned up from behind.
Oh.
He comes.
No, they get away with all that.
No.
He's going to go a bit further back. Petey Morris. He's up the inside of Shelton. Mr. Patterson. The Black Prince himself. Don't know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to update the dog images because I do believe there may be an addition to the Patterson family. Oh,
She's having a look.
oh,
Oh,
Pato.
no. It's Straighten him up, Ash. Kick into it. Ah, shit.
Dominic Tennille's under pressure as well. Definitely all happening.
Yeah, Dom runs on a TV, so he doesn't have all the monitors to see these people in his
really?
mirrors. Yeah, he only runs at 60 hertz.
He does know that TV killed the radio star.
Yep.
Dan Page on the move.
Going, hold them up, Dom. Hold them up, mate.
Dan Page tries the over under. Dave's going to get around the outside here.
Yeah, looks like he's got it.
These two, this is a great little battle.
Yep, in the end he didn't fight for it too hard.
I do
back down
believe
there.
Scotty Perrins has stopped off the track there. That is not good for our Quantum fans.
He's deep in the corner there.
Yeah, he's well out of the way. I don't think they're going to bring a safety car out for that one. Jump back on this damn Page battle.
It's not over yet.
I reckon it is a diary, which is a page a day here, the way these two are going. Working very hard. Lachlan has done well. Get himself back up to 14th after getting the raw end of the stick with that first safety car. Plenty still to go though. 37, we're not quite there. 14 to go here.
I'll put plenty of pressure on Vella.
Well, Stevie's working hard here. At 37.
Yeah, he's trying to move forward towards Dom, but every time he does, Power sticks his nose in and...
Oh, it's an epic little group. Galloway looks like he wants a piece of this. Oh, Will Wilson will be telling him to get in there. Go back, Robbie Williams. He's a little bit hazy at the moment. He's keeping Baxter. Baxter's got past, but he's keeping Baxter honest. Robert is up 28 spots. This is a great drive from him. Boyce trying to make a bit of a comeback. He's caught up in the thick of the action here, going around the outside of Dave Galley. We'll turn to the inside for turn one.
Teammates are having at it.
Yeah, absolutely getting at it. One bloke in front here we haven't talked too much about, Shannon Morgan. Front of the boss.
He just seems to keep it clean and get around.
Hitting up the behind Bulldog in that white looking weird thing. The white 37.
Good looking car, isn't it?
Got a ring to it, the white 37. Oh, he's having a look. Morgan up the inside. Bulldog opens the wheel up.
Oh, no.
Shan a bit too deep. Everybody lives to play another day. But sinks like a stone. Going to drop Boyce. Will Galley sneak through here as well? Reckon he will. Coming in to Cunningham. No, not quite. But that did hurt. Going to go back up with Tennille. Tennille now under pressure from Power. This is championship stuff at the moment, these positions. Power trying to grab onto as many points as he can. Some great battles in this group here.
Tricky thing is there's still plenty of laps left.
There's still a long time to go. It's still 13 laps.
Yeah.
So yes, you want to battle, but you also want to have tyres for the last couple
Oh,
of
he's
laps.
gone wide. Tennille is right out there. That opens the door up. Can Galloway get through? Power's passed.
Yeah, they come. Turn one's going to be interesting.
Free doing well with a 2:07. 2:07.66. That was his best lap of the race. Plenty of action still to roll out here. We are getting towards the pointy end. Anything can happen. We have Mark Peck leading from Mark Dial. Darren Freer sitting in P3. Can the Leighton Larrikin finally crack a podium? Michael Power from Cairns, he's got something to say about that. This guy could lead the championship if he can move forward. Dominic Tennille, the rookie, sitting in 5th. Bruce Galloway under all sorts of pressure from Phoenix Racing, Stephen Vella. Vella, he needs to make some moves. If he wants to get his championship going, this is the time. He needs to do it. Dan Page, Ratbag Racing driver. He is doing really, really, really well. Matt Day, another one, has a few rounds where he's missed. The drops are going to really count for this guy. He needs to start making some moves. And then we work our way down. The Joseph Granshaw from Unhinged, former Split 3 driver. He's got to hang on to that top 10 spot. Simon Pitt, he's having another outstanding race. This guy's improving week by week. Robert Baxter, up 27 spots. Started from pit lane due to pit lane penalty, but he has done really well. Braden O'Loughlin got the Raw Barber the deal. He is sitting in 13th after that first pit stop. Robert Williams is up 27 spots in 14th, another one of our pit lane starters. David Baldock's in 15th, up 2. Michael Hayes has gained 9 spots. He's in 16th. Glen Boyce is holding out. He's trying to fight back. Championship is in tatters with an incident earlier on. Craig Rose is having a good night. Shannon Morgan up 15. Dave Galley up 5, sorry. Dave Galley down 15 in 20th. But fighting very hard with Morgan. Still plenty to play for these guys, as we have 11 laps to go. To Neil under all sorts of pressure.
Oh, just took Bulldog out.
What?
I didn't crash him out, I just passed him.
Pass of the century?
Did a double. Boyce came through with me.
Page, you getting on the outside here? Everything happening everywhere at the moment. This little pack's all tightened up, I think. They're all starting to drop onto the back of Tennille.
I think he was driving in his one mirror a little bit.
You've got to work forward, especially when it's this tight. Just don't worry what you're doing, just keep your eyes ahead.
Oh, the sun's getting a little low.
It is getting low.
It was good that we had the fog though, because it meant there wasn't too bad of a glare.
The sun looked really good through turn 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
There.
Really cool. You're fighting back well, Hazy, up 10.
Yeah, one stage I was 40th. Trying to stay away from Boyce, so every opportunity I got, I was trying to put a car between us. First couple of cars are spread out a little bit.
They're long gone. Mark Beck has walked away from Mark Dial.
Is he better than you?
Owned him. 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's good time. It's good time.
Ooh, Vela having a bit of a look here. Oh, a little bit wide.
Dom had a wiggle.
Vela's a bit wide. A couple of wiggles in there. Just need 2 more and we've got the set.
Joseph's looking in.
Oh, that's Vela!
Oh,
No.
Oh, into Freya. Freya was having a blinder. It looks like Galloway's in the mix of that as well.
Yep.
Actually, that was Galloway, not
no, that
Freya,
was
sorry.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bruce.
And we can see Braden O'Loughlin coming around the outside of these boys. Well, he's made up a few spots. That is a big blow. Robbie Williams back here still. That is huge. Darren Freya, he's still sitting in third. Michael Power knocking on the door of the free man. All happening here. Hey, definitely working way around his power. Becky hasn't pulled over to find a nearest Portaloo. You'd need a step ladder to get up on it. Joseph Granshaw, he's still under pressure. These groups still together. Tennille, Granshaw, Pitt. That day has moved forward. He's hunting down Freya in front of him. 5-second gap there. I think that was Tim Hall getting out of the way behind. Granshaw. Robert Baxter's worked his way up into this group. He'd start from a pit lane penalty though. I think it was the licence points, I think. Might have been the issue there.
I believe so.
Simon Pitt. Pitty's doing well, he's in the top 10. Work our way a little bit further back. Mr. Rose. He's hunting down Timmy Hall in front of him. Dan Morgan's behind him.
Oh, yep, player 1 car was wiggling in the background.
We'll come back to that one for a second. Kurt Heath. Showing some good pace, hunting down Bulldog. Robbie Williams. Dave Kelly tucked up behind. Ben Morgan having a look on Rosie here. Hey, oh, he's dropped it on the grass. Oh, into Morgan. Car facing backwards, 2 on the inside. Oh, he's been hit by Heath. That is a big whack. Looks like he's going to get it going now. Can Heath get it going? Missing the front end of that car. Looks like they've all got going. It's still looking at that car down there. I think it is actually, no, 34. Who was it? Brendan McLean was the guy involved. We've got a stationary car on track.
Yep, that car's going nowhere.
Yeah. Let's wait and see what's going on. Haven't heard the call come in. And Pitty goes wide onto the grass. And I do believe call has come in. And the safety car is on the way out on track. So Craig Schultz about to roll out. We are under safety car. Mark Peck is our race leader.
And Dial's back in the game.
Dial is back in the game. What are your thoughts at this stage, Mark?
Just to keep Michael Power behind me.
Fair enough.
I knew I had nothing for Becky. He kept driving away. So just keep Michael behind me and just run my lines, hit my marks.
Yeah, I reckon with the yellow flag, you'll keep Michael behind you at this stage.
You're never going to make it to the top step with that sort of attitude, mate. You should have been going, I'm going to send it on him on turn 1.
Sarge is with us in the house. Big shout out to Pete Morris. I think you've missed most of the action. Definitely made the highlights reel tonight, Pete. Plus, I got to say that'll make him go back and watch the rest of it later. Look at that, M1 used cars. Of course, sponsors of our driver of the day. Craig Schultz in that safety car. He has come out so many times tonight, it is not funny.
Has he done more laps than I did?
Just about.
Jeez.
Actually, no, I'll be honest. Let's have a look. This is his 7th lap, so
No, we're good.
he's only 5 behind Vaughan at this stage.
And he's saying that Schultz is about 14 weeks away from being eligible for vets.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So has he got his name down for 28 yet?
He's coming in by a race control at Old Chestnut.
Nice.
So we will have a season with Craig involved, which will be good. Brings, like I said before, Craig brings a wealth of experience and knowledge. Very, very hard to find, which is great to have him involved. Doing a bit of race control stuff for us. But there is an interesting name on the wait list. Mr. Brian Borg.
Oh, wow.
A former pro driver, Mr. Borg. So he'll be joining next season, depending on how many people don't register. Speaking of registrations, they will be opening up very, very shortly. Of course, this is round 7. Usually we try and open them up around the time of round 8. And yeah, hard to believe. Talking about season 27, calendar's pretty much set for it. An interesting start. Looking forward to it.
Actually, I heard there was a current race control person that might be eligible very soon.
Current one?
Yeah.
Yes, there is one on the books.
Yeah.
Joe Mahoney. Yeah, we will be looking for some race control people as well. So if you're looking for a season off, do something a bit different, please feel free to put your hand up. The crew in there offer plenty of help and assistance to people. Of course, it takes race control to make this league run. So while we wait for this one to roll around, I do believe we've got another lap under the safety car. Let's have a look at the Chook Raffle rewind of Mr. Vella. Good old Steve, he came into the hairpin. A bit of glare there. Probably wouldn't have seen that car going off. Dominic Tennille manages to recover. Bruce Galloway gets a little loose trying to keep out of the way. Don't do it. He just did it. And gets big correction back the other way. And straightens up. There's already a bit going on there. As we just saw Matt Day snuck through. And then coming down into Cunningham on the
Hate
brakes.
to use him a tap.
Oh,
Yeah. Little tap on the grass.
right.
He's done well to keep it off the wall. Try to keep it off the wall. Brushes the wall. Still can't pull it up. Hello, Bruce. Bang.
Yeah, Pagey gave him a tap and he was a passenger, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, a little bit unlucky, both of them off. That's how that one ended. Of course, rough gig. We're getting to the pointy end of the championship, of course. Only 3 races after tonight left. Next week at Suzuka. Bring your gumboots, that's all I'm going to say. There is a major chance of rain in the last third of the race. And interesting to see, Split 4 has been very unlucky with that, or unlucky or lucky, which way you want to look at it. In the last couple of times we've rolled the dice, we've had no rain. So Red Bull last year's classic example of that, and earlier this season.
And realistic this time, not dynamic?
It is realistic. We are not doing dynamic weather anymore. We're only going to do realistic. Dynamic weather is too difficult to replicate across multiple servers. So moving forward, it'll all be realistic. So have a look out. The sup regs will come out over the weekend. Have a look out for those. And it'll be an interesting race. We had some fun trying to set the server up. So poor old Jamie McKnight, he had to set a set. He ended up having a server that was an absolute downpour for the bulk of the time. So setup is designed for a very wet track. So hopefully we do get the rain. If we don't get the rain, it'll probably be fairly easy to drive. Might not be the fastest track set up in the world, but it will be great. Please make the same for all splits. I can't make the same for all splits. It's the word of probability, Pete. 60% chance. There's a 40% chance someone's going to get rain. That's the problem. I can't make it realistic across all the splits without creating a hell of a lot of work for the boys in the back end doing all the practice servers and race servers. Safety car has pulled away. Mark Peck is in control from Mark Dial. Michael Power, Darren Freer, Matty Day, Dominic Tennille, Joseph Crenshaw, Robbie Baxter. Bruce of the Galloways lines up in front of Braden O'Loughlin. That is our top 10. And we are heading down the Oldman Straight. A big shout out to Ronnie Allen in the chat as well. Amazing to see Mark Peck out front, bringing everybody out. Yeah, Pecky won't race next week because it's raining. Oh, Pato. Not with about half a dozen other people. I don't know why you're scared of a bit of moisture. I don't know why I just
think
coughed.
Pecky's done well in the last wet race, so he may actually not mind it too much this time around.
Look at how tall Pecky is. He's still wet behind the ears, so. Is he about to go? Is he about to go?
There we go.
We are green
five to
flag
go.
racing, 5 to go. This is all going to unravel really quick here. We are green flag.
Mr. Peck.
I don't think we can afford another safety car. We're going to run out of daylight. Becky has got a great start. Michael Powell putting all sorts of pressure on Mark Dial. Looks to the inside. Dial doesn't yield. Great little battle here. Just going to work our way back a little bit through the group. Braden O'Loughlin, he's back in the top 10, tucked up behind Brucey Galloway. Simon Pitt, Glen Boyce is back in 13th. This is the guys. Boyce, sorry, one of the blokes sitting up the pointy end. So is Galloway up the pointy end of the championship. They're back in the pack. Dave Galley trying to make some moves as well. Moving forward. Going to go all the way back. Shannon Morgan tucked up behind Ashley Hall. Big pack in front of him still.
2x2. Oh.
2x2.
Oh.
3. Oh,
Chaps,
there we go.
chaps,
Oh, that's a big one.
No, that is a big hit. Both
Another bad luck one for Simon. Second time he got taken out.
Yep. Big one. No one for Shannon. All the Pecky fans rolling out. into the chat. Aaron Freer, he's 4th. Up 16 spots. I'm impressed with the Leighton Larrikin.
Dial's doing a great job holding off Power.
Tell you what, she's getting dark. Stuck on track. Holding off Power. He's not making much room in front. Might just jump back onto Power. We're going to jump back onto Matty Day, actually. Matty Day's got all these guys in front of him. See that the rear lights are on now on the Mustang. I turn around. That sun.
Dial's losing a bit of time to Power to Pecky, but that's because he's covering off Power.
Someone say sunset. He can definitely see the sunset. It has been a great race. Matty Day having a look on the inside. He's going to get the job done on Freer. Freer drops back to 5th. The clock is ticking here. Hey, lock. Bordoff's coming. He's coming in. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. Oh,
looking at the relative going well now, Matt and Michael can fight one another, and just gives me breathing room.
well, Michael's got the lights on.
But you know exactly what they will.
Michael's got the lights on. You can see he's coming.
Well, the Chevys have got the lights on, but the Ford doesn't.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like most things in a Ford, the lights don't work. Doesn't work.
Don't need to drain the extra power out of the alternator.
Turn the AC off.
This is funny.
It should be realistic with only one brake light working too.
Thank you, Braden. You knew what I was going to say. But I didn't. Oh, that bought you some time.
Yeah.
That gave you a gap, Mr. Mark.
Well, I knew they'd fight because, well, I know.
He didn't fight. He
I've
bumped
been
and bumped and bumped. You go too tight, it gets real bumpy in there. That's what he's done. He's gone across that bump and it's stepped out a little bit. He was going to have a look here, though. He's coming back at you. Bringing Matty Day with him. Braden O'Loughlin's battling as well. There's plenty of little battles back here still. That 48.
Really did mix that up.
I've never noticed that before. The Chevy doesn't have headlights on, but it's got the tail lights on. The Ford's got no headlights, but the tail lights.
No, it's on. Yeah.
Bizarre. That's a good little pack here.
Big puff of smoke. Got away with that. Michael driving very well here. Plenty of little battles around to look at. Simon Pitt in the middle of one here as well. Hazy getting a step forward. Bruce Galloway.
The safety car's made for a great little race at the end.
Yeah.
The dial still under a lot of pressure from Michael Powell. About to start the penultimate lap.
Let's be honest, Mark. You're driving, looking forwards, or you're in your mirrors at this stage?
No mirrors on.
No mirrors on. That's the way.
Don't have mirrors. Well, one, it helps the frame rate. Two, I don't need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
No, I really didn't realise he was this close because I sort of, it was eyes forward, just hit the marks, and I had Ed in there just going, just keep doing what you're doing.
Doing a great job covering him off, especially not knowing that he's there.
Joseph.
Wide from Joseph. He's slowed up a little bit. It's allowed Baxter to get onto the back of him.
Could be drifting through that corner.
Lap and a half to go. Start thinking about your driver of the day. Oh,
Baxter
goodness.
going the full inside line.
Thread the knee. Oh, he's going to...
Oh, drive him
Oh,
off.
no.
Yep. Well, of course, you're getting down to the second last lap. You got to make the move. You got to try. Look at him trying. Matty Day trying to make some moves on Power now. This is buying you some time here, Dial.
Knew it was coming.
Gonna get it done too, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Getting very, very darker now.
Heading round for the final lap.
I know, we are nearly there. Another season enduro nearly done. Doing very, very well. Been a monumental afternoon here at Sebring. Getting into the twilight hour. These boys have endured multiple safety cars, multiple incidences to bring out those safety cars. We have seen a bold move by one Mr. Dial to pit on lap 28, get himself out of sequence with everybody else. He has driven himself into this race with that move. A couple of late safety cars rolled the dice, but he has managed to keep the nose clean, keep it ahead of Mark Dial, who is under a massive amount of pressure, Matt Day and Michael Power. But this guy has been around this league, I think, since season 5. He has driven in multiple splits. I think he even was split one back in the old days when it was 2 splits. I've driven split one, just saying. Back in the old days when we went 2 splits, I think he was still one of the split one guys. He is well in his 60s. He's an absolute league legend. He's an absolute league character. One of the nicest gentlemen from Darwin you're ever going to meet. And he is going to be a split 4 race winner. A huge congratulations to Mark Pett. P2 on the podium, Mark Dial. Out bloody time.
Great job, boys.
Matt Day, one of the quickest guys in this split. He comes home P3. Michael Power, the championship contender in P4. Darren Freer up 15 in 5th. Dominic Tennille up 2 in 6th. Bruce Galloway, another contender. He has salvaged himself to 17th after being speared off by another driver. Braden O'Loughlin up 8 in 2nd. Rob Baxter started from the rear of grid up to that position of P9. Once I'm back on track, and I'll stick with them. Michael Hayes up 15 in 10th. Dave Galloway, Glen, Boyce in 12th. Simon Pitt came home in 14th. Joseph Grenshaw, sorry, Pitt was 13th. Grenshaw was 14th. Robbie Williams was up 26 spots in 15th. Great drive from him. 16th was Darren Wilden. 17th is the great Dave Baldock. 18th is, did I just say great? 18th is Kurt Heath. 19th is Pete Morris. 20th is Steve Vella. It has been an epic drive around for this one, lads. Look at that for a white car. It has been an epic drive. A huge congratulations to Mark Heck. Coming down from split 3 to split 4 this season, missing the first few races, being away on holidays, but finally starting to find his feet. I suppose we start with drive of the day, lads. Any thoughts there?
There's probably a few. Both Marks did really well.
Yep.
And I would say Dom's probably moved up further than he has all season. So if I was going to throw out 3, they would be the 3.
Yeah.
Darren Freer is a great result. 15 positions up to 5th.
Yeah, I reckon Freer for me.
Darren Freer.
Yeah, I think we'll lock that one in. That'll get that out of the way. And then we can start. Oh, catch that. That's not him. Not in the safety car. That is him on track there. We'll lock that one in. And on the right screen.
While you're doing that, John, shout out to Pecky. That was a great race, Mark. And it makes me feel a bit better for screwing your race a fortnight ago. So well done.
Huge shout out Darren Freer with drive of the day, representing W2 Racing.
Ooh.
One for them. And of course, on our podium, Mark Peck. I know he would love to thank M1 Used Cars. I know he has a great relationship with Darren Crosby. Means a lot to Pecky for driving with Cros and Cros's team with Daz and, of course, a few others over there, but in particular, Daz and Steve Kennedy. And, of course, there's Ronnie Allen and quite a few other guys over there. They work very hard as a group. So it's good to see Mark get a nice result in. I think we're talking Luke Powell. There's also a former split 3 or split 4 winner. I can't remember when the changeover came. Yeah, so we've definitely seen a few M1 boys take a podium down here, but it's good to see Mark on the podium. Mark Dyer from Shadow Racing on the podium. I think the fact that we've created this alter ego relationship contest between Dave Baldock and Mark Dial, it's amazing that since we created this, the change we've seen in Mark Dial and the fact he's actually now on the podium. So is anyone you want to give a shout out to, Mark?
No, yeah, just give a shout out to the teammates. RaceKraft, they're our sponsor, as well as the league sponsor. All the league sponsors, all of them, and then all of the guys behind the scenes, Race Control, and you, John, for putting out the broadcast. So, yeah.
Too easy. And he also wants to thank Dave Baldock. And we move on to P3. Matt Day. We've seen Matt up the pointy end, of course, 266 Sim Racing. Great little team over there. They have absolutely hit the ground running and recruiting drivers, looking for split 4 drivers for next season if anyone's interested in changing teams or looking for an opportunity. Yeah, I know they'd like to thank the Race Control. They'd like to thank, of course, everybody else who has raced on the evening. It's been great to see them. Matt missed a few races, so probably not up the pointy end of the championship where he probably would like to be, but he has definitely shown that he's a class driver. Be very interesting to see how he finishes off this season. And, of course, as I was saying before, we are running into some wet races. Wet race next race at Suzuka. Start talking that one up. Of course, Suzuka is going to be a bit of fun. Looking forward to that. Just so that everybody's aware, we did try setting up servers there that were no, we had a bit of a mishap with the iRacing server. Apparently, you can't set the weather and then change the time to suit. It then does reset the server back to what it moves the weather back to where it would be without moving the time. So we did have it set up so the rain would come in the last third of the race and set up the weather set that Jamie had to work with to do the setup was basically a monsoon from the start of the race. So Jamie did the best he could to put a set together based off that scenario. And then after 6 hours, he complained to me and said, here's your set. This is what it's all about. And I was like, hang on, that is not what we planned. So we've got a set that's more focused on the wet side. It's the same for everybody. Jamie guarantees it's very easy to drive. Probably maybe a little bit too easy for split 1, but probably comfortable for split 4. But it is what it is. We drive the same set. It's fixed for everybody and definitely will be a bit of fun, particularly if the rain does come for split 4. We've been wanting it for a little while with this dynamic weather system. Week after that, we roll into Miami, party town central of Florida. Of course, we're running the Miami GP circuit around Hard Rock Stadium. It is going to be fantastic. It is one of the new iRacing circuits. And then after that, we finish the season off at the great Gilles Villeneuve circuit in Montreal, another world famous Formula One circuit. And vets have been there multiple times. Of course, it is a very tough circuit to race, big curves, interesting lines. And of course, not to forget the big hairpin before you come down Casino Straight to the Wall of Champions and down into the center curves. It's going to be a great finish to the season. Looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. And then not to mention that then we roll into season 27, which already let everybody know now that the first race will be Bathurst. Looking forward to starting that one off. Entries for that will be out shortly. I've just got some minor tweaks going on in the background. There may be a different system coming. We haven't 100% committed to it yet in terms of registrations. But if that happens, it will be the same for everybody. Can let everybody know in the crunch that we have at the moment for costs. We are still going to keep it at $35 for next season. Not sure about the season after that yet, but I will highlight to everybody that season 13 was $40. So with season 13, we've kept the cost down to $35. So I think we've done pretty well over 2.5 years to do that.
What's the leaderboard look like, John?
Yes. Yeah, get into that one. Good. Thanks, Hazy. I always forget that. Leaderboard. Michael Power is our championship leader with 2 drop rounds with 867 points. He's leading his teammate Glen Boyce by 6 points. Bruce Galloway is in the hunt still with 854. Steve Vella is in the hunt. Braden O'Loughlin is in the hunt. Robbie Baxter is 37 points back. He has a lot of work to do, and with a bag full of license points, he's got not much room to wiggle with. Joseph Granshaw doing well, sitting in 7th. Michael Hayes in the top 10. Did I read that correct? Mark Dyer in the top 10. Did I read that correct? Dominic Tennille is 10th. Shane Patterson is 11th. He's done pretty well considering he's had some up and down races. Daniel Page in 12th. 13th is Matty Day. This is what I said. Those 2 drop rounds and then a bad round the other week really hurt him. It'll be interesting to see if he can get a few bullets towards the end. Speaking of bullets, Dave Baldock is in 14th behind him. Mike Korolev, congratulations, mate. I hope you're enjoying your trip to the 12-hour. I reckon he's having a ball. I've seen him passing around his OSR 12-hour trophies being passed around and signed at will, apparently. Carl Pickering in 16th, Pete Morris, Sarge in 17th, Craigie Rose in 18th, Shen Morgan 19th, Dougie Wright in 20th, Robbie Williams in 21st, Sum Up at 22nd, Galley in 23rd, Hall 24th, 25th, and Perrin. So still everything to play for everybody, and that is the leaderboard with no drop rounds. So that makes that very, very interesting for everybody to look at. Any thoughts on that, guys?
It's pretty tight at the front there.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
3 difficult races, might say. Difficult track.
I think it's going to be very difficult as well. I agree with you, Mark. I think Zuka, particularly with a bit of moisture late, I think will be pretty tough. And, you know, if you got to go in and change tyres, or if you've got to plan that change, it's going to be to see what people do and how they roll the dice. Yeah, so I was going to say one more thing. I've now totally slipped my mind. Yeah, that was it. The other thing, I don't know if everyone's read announcements, but we are looking to expand our committee a little bit. We are looking for some help for somebody who's got some time and some experience with helping chase sponsors and look after our sponsors to make sure that they're being invoiced and being looked after and chased. Yeah, so just if anyone has got a little bit of experience in that space, please reach out to myself, Dave Coleman, Bruce, or the great Scotty Van Loon, and let us know your availability, or if you've got some experience doing that. We really, really need some help in that space as a league at the moment. Unfortunately, Bruce, myself, and Dave and Scott are all extremely busy people, and a few things are starting to slide through the cracks, which we need some help with. Want to also go and thank the boys in the chat tonight. It's always great to have Mark Dial and Michael Hayes with us, but the best driver from South Australia, Mr. Sean Slater, dropped in as well tonight. Great to have you guys in with me.
Thanks, cheers, John.
And want to thank our race control teams. We've done bloody well to keep 12 or keep a minimum of 12 guys going each week. Do all of our splits. It's been a tough gig to do. Dave does a fantastic job in organising those guys. So if you are thinking of having a break next season, or you want to try your hand at getting involved in that side of the game, just sing out to Dave or myself, and we can try and make that happen for you. I want to also thank Hamish and Andrew for the broadcasts they do for Split 2 and Split 3, as well as the Sim Speed boys. I did notice this week that we had the great Jake Speary and Reese Gardner commentating our Split 1 for Sim Speed. Two of the best commentators in the game going around, up there with Scotty Rankin, and of course the great Stephen Clark that races in vets as well, up with those boys, those guys. So it's great to have those Sim Speed team with Dan Yeaman and co, and Jay Kennedy helping us out there. Also want to thank the rest of the committee. Want to really thank Reg James. He really pumps out those graphics every week. That is not the easiest job. If you have not gone into the channel and uploaded your paints into his Google form, please do, because we do have the generic league paint, but if you want your paint on his graphics, you need to take the time to post your stuff up there. And I do know not many people do it, or enough people do it. It's a tough gig that Reg does with that one. Want to also thank Carl Pickering. He looks after all of our social media stuff. Something I don't really have to think about, but I do know things like this broadcast have been publicised on our socials. Also really want to thank Michael Stewart. Stewie does a fantastic job. He does, of course, the coaching on Monday nights, but he also helps out with doing our servers. Whether he's either putting them up or he's checking them, he's got his hand involved in that space and doing a great job with that. Did thank Dave Coleman and the race control team. I've done that one. And of course, I want to thank Dave, Bruce, and Scotty. Did have a board meeting this week. It is a tough gig to keep this league going. We've got over 225 people involved. You count all of our race control people and stuff. It takes a village to run this league, and without that village, it doesn't work. And I want to keep this league going. I think it's fantastic. I think from many aspects, not just racing, not just iRacing, not just that side of it, but I think many aspects of a bunch of blokes over 40s, various ages from 40 to 70. There's a lot we can learn. There's a lot we can do for each other, and there's a lot that we all pitch in and help. I did have someone reach out to me. I'm not going to say who it was. I did someone reach out to me the other week. He was going through a pretty big moment in his life. And he reached out. He hadn't really spoken to too many people about it. But he reached out to me, which, it shows the effect that the people in this league have on each other. And I think, you know, we've all got to listen, and if people are reaching out, listen and react. Person's okay, by the way. It wasn't that side of things. It was more of a marriage thing. But, you know, we're all here for each other, and I think this league works really well. That's one of the great things last half of last year when I went round and caught up with various groups and stuff in Brisbane and Melbourne and Adelaide. You know, we've got some great bloody people, some entertaining people, great people to have a beer with. And if you're out and about, go and have a beer, enjoy yourself. You know, it's a great group. Just remember that and enjoy it. I know we did have last week the whole apology saga going on in our chats and everything else. But, you know, end of the day, we're a great group. We're a great group. We mean something. We mean something to each other being in this league. So just remember that one. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up. So it is a good night from me. And, of course, a huge thank you again to the lads in the house and in the chat as well. And we will see everybody again next Friday night. I do have a Friday night I will be missing, which won't be broadcast until Tuesday night. That'll be the Thursday of Easter, because I will be at the 6th hour representing vets in a team full of vets, which will be interesting. Not driving. I'll be pit team, but yeah.
When is that, John? When is the 6 hour? Give it a plug.
At Easter, 6 hours at Easter. It is
Easter weekend.
Easter weekend. So what? Wednesday's the 1st, 2nd, the Friday's the 3rd. So the race is the 5th. For those in Vets land who know who Gunter is, Mr. Worrell will be there racing in Class B1, a Kia Stinger. In the Stinger, which has been a long project of Dave's. Really excited for it. Myself and our safety car driver, Mandeep. Mandeep will be the dead man on the fuel rig. Myself will be... My job is the great job. My job is to cover the wheel, put the wheel chock in, and then when the fuel nozzle comes out, to wipe up the slop. Yes, somebody's got to do that. Yeah, somebody's got to do that. No, I've done it before. And of course, we have a mascot in the back of the pit who's going to be standing at the back of the pit called Shane. I think everybody knows him from this league here. I think he races in Split 4. He's going to be our team mascot up the back, Mr. Patterson in car 47. And then we've got a gopher from car 37 coming over to join us as well. So going to be a really good Vets outfit.
Sounds good.
Looking forward to that. And it is a great weekend. Like the boys have gone up for the 12 hour, but you know, the 6 hour, you get a full grid at Bathurst. You've got different levels of cars, a lot more access to people. Don't have the 1,000 scenario where, you know, you've got pits barricaded off and everything else. Yeah, anyway.
Get yourself a paddock campsite and get over.
Yes, Mr. Bathurst Campers is speaking. Listen to Sean. Yeah, no, it is like I didn't get there last year, but the other 2 years I've been there, it is growing in numbers in the campsite and it's getting bigger and bigger and more popular. But it is a great weekend. It is a great way to go camping for Easter. Yeah, it is a great race and interesting, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. On that note, wrapping her up, and we'll see everybody again for a very moist Suzuka. Thanks for watching.
See you then.
Hey guys.
Cheers, guys. And again, congratulations, Pecky and Dial, on your podium. Good to see you up there again. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Using the RaceKraft PT1 custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.